Hey guys, it's CoryMuffler here, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be starting a new series called an in-depth look, and it's a series that I'll be doing on my channel where I take a look at a different character each day through suggestion, or like a character in-depth, taking a look at their variants. And normally in CoryMuffler Diecast Reviews, I kind of like, I'd grab it. Here's Red Mika, he's sitting near me, I'd be like, oh yeah, here's his sponsor, and here's his 36, and he's pink, and that's basically it. And then, oh yeah, and here's a look at the base, and yeah, that's the end of the video, goodbye. But, an in-depth look's going to take a look at a bunch of different characters and their variants. So the first episode, I think a fitting way to start it off would be with the one, the only, Lightning McQueen, who has like 15 million variants. So I don't own all the Lightning McQueen variants. I'm going to admit it here. I really only own variants for the first two movies, so that's why this will be the first Lightning McQueen episode. And throughout the series, I'm going to update you on different Lightning McQueen variants I own. So this time we've only got 5 variants, and in the future I'm going to have like 10 variants, 15 variants, 20 variants, you know. And it'll just get more and more until it's absolutely insane. So as you see, first of all, we're going to take an in-depth look at Cars 1 Lightning McQueen. So this guy was first released in 2006, and obviously this is the rubber tires variant, because that's the only variant of it I have. This version I think was 2009, 2010, off the top of my head. So he was first released in 2006 in the mainline, in the Desert Art series, and he's been released a lot throughout the years. I think his latest release, I think he's going to be released next year. I know that for certain. His latest release was probably this year. And he looks like Thailand, which I don't have a Thailand McQueen, so this is China McQueen. He's got his classic 95 there, with the big lightning bolt coming up, and the Rusty's logo, the classic Rusty's logo that we all know and love, and you see it on the hood better there. It looks like it's slightly tilted. No, it isn't. It's not tilted for me. You can see here's his 95 along the side here, with his iconic signature here that you can't see in the first movie, in like the real Gone sequence. Here's his contingency sponsors. He's got Nitro Piston Cut, Revolting, Octane Gain, Mood Springs, Vitaline, Nostal, Gaskets, Gasprint, Easy Idle, Little Talkie Pistons, RPM, Retread, Legalist, and Clutch Aid. You got his light hair tires, and on the back you've got his rookie stripe, because obviously this was back when he was rookie, and that's a chip there. I don't know how they got there, but there's a chip. Ignore it. And I'm very sad that that's there, because I don't like chips, and I'm sure most of you don't like chips either. I believe there's probably more around him somewhere. What am I missing? Oh yeah, these stickers, of course. As you remember from the first one, he was like, race cars don't need headlights because the track is always lit. Sorry for the impression. So these are just his sticker headlights. He obviously gains real headlights in the second film, which we'll be moving on to in a moment. So that's Cars 1 Lightning McQueen, the original classic OG Lightning McQueen. I've also got a mini racer Lightning McQueen here from the first movie. Basically the same thing, except tiny. And it's very cute. And then I forgot to give you guys a look at the base, which is not much interesting going on there, but I'm sure some of you are probably interested. So basically the same thing here, except it's like a lot smaller. I believe this is the same model they use for the Cars 3 McQueen mini racer. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I will mention this lightning over here is, they don't use this model for the Cars 3 McQueen. They use it for the older McQueens though. And some color changes of like Dinoco McQueen actually use the Cars 3 model for some reason. I'll never understand why. Now this one, if you guys have stuck around with, has been on my channel for many years, this one will probably be a bit of a throwback. This is Dinoco McQueen here, or my original Dinoco McQueen that I got. This was one of the first cars I ever got. And you see, he's really worse for wear. He's covered in chips, and there's a smashed-in window. He did the job for my car series for quite some time. You can even see some bent axles there. So this was my McQueen for many years until I got the Rusty's original McQueen. So the only there's a bunch of major differences, obviously. He's not going as contingency sponsors because he's arrogant and stuff, and he doesn't care if he's got contingency sponsors or not because he's got Dynaco. You see he's coloured blue on the go, he's got red. He's got the big Dynaco logo in 95. Oh, that's his 56. 95. Lightning Bolt up here, Dynaco. Lightning Bolt on the other side, 95. There's the back, and you see it's really chipped up there. And it's notable because this car hasn't been released since 2018 in the Lightning McQueen boxes. He's never been released again, and he's never had the Dynaco logo, which is accurate on the back here. So this guy's inaccurate, which is a real shame. So that was Dynaco Lightning McQueen, and after that we start getting into cars too. So I don't own Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen. I will probably get him eventually, but that means we move straight into the iconic main Cars 2 Lightning McQueen. This guy was first released in 2011. I forgot to mention this guy over here is 2007, I think. This guy first came out in 2011 with the Cars 2 release. So let's dive into the details. He's red, obviously. His body is obviously changed, so these are not stickers, these are actual headlights in the film. You can see the Rusty's is gone and replaced by Hudson Hornet Piston Cup, which obviously by this time Doc Hudson had sadly passed on, so the Piston Cup was renamed in memory of him. And you see a slightly different expression going on here. I guess this is just to mark where he's from. I feel like the rest of the races should probably have their racing cup logos as well. Francesco probably have some Italian one or F1 or something. World Grand Prix on the spoiler here. You can see 95 up here. Basically the same as the first film, except some green trims now. Over here, you can see there's a sign that says he's number 95. He's from the USA. This is Thunderbolt here. Starts off as a bolt, but then it turns into flames. I quite like that design. And they carried that across to Cars 3 as well, which is pretty cool. Although nothing will really beat this. This is classic. And there's no sign of Rusty's, unfortunately, which is a little sad. And I'm sure Rusty and Dusty are pretty sad that there's no sign of them on there. I wonder why there's no sign of Rusty's on here. It might be because Rusty's just his sponsor in the Piston Cup. That'll probably be why. Outside Piston Cup, he's not really involved with Rusty's. So I probably I don't know enough about racing, so that's why. I can see all in all, I don't know how to pronounce it in my accent. All in all. Yes, all in all. I can't pronounce all in all. The company that models Axelrod homes, okay? That. Right. You got World Grand Prix. On the back here, you can see that 95 thing again. Powered by all in all. And then the USA flag, just to mark these from America. And you see they got real tail lights as well. I think those are real tail lights. They should be. That's about it. And then look at the base. You can see there's a difference in the base where this little bit wasn't really present on the first one. You see he's taken out a lot of his bottom of his base parts, apart from a couple things. He's kind of put on a proper base, I guess. Which is, I'm surprised he didn't upgrade back into this on Cars 3, because this looks like a next gen. Alright. And actually, he's in Cars 2, he's actually the fastest Lightning McQueen has ever been. After that, we've got this Lightning McQueen. This is the last Lightning McQueen for this video. This is Carnival Cup Lightning McQueen. Again, you can see he's quite scratched up. He's worse for wear. So let's get into details. Let's start. So the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup logo is still there. 95. Not much. I don't actually know. I think they usually say Carnival Cup. But you can see it's faded from age. So is the 95 below McQueen. I don't know what those are. They must be little, either chips or something else. They might be chips. I don't know. Are they on the other side? No, they aren't. So they're chips. You see, that is the TROC logo and the Carnival Cup logo. Because this is for TROC. Obviously now you've got GRC, GROC, something like that. There's the back, you can see his signature. And I forgot to mention, I think, Lightning McQueen, yeah, he has his signature. You can see the little Carnival Cup logo and USA logo, tail lights, headlights. That's basically it. So like I said, this won't be the last time you see Lightning McQueen collection video. There will be more once I get more Lightning McQueens, and I'm sure I do have more Lightning McQueens somewhere. I used to have the Ice Racers Lightning McQueen. I lost him years ago though, and I haven't found him since, which is very sad. I also had a color changer of brand new Mater, so those have gone missing. I know you would have been shown this video. I've also got the colour changing Lightning McQueen, which I forgot to show. I couldn't find him for the video, no. So next episode will probably be on Mater, but that might be a while off because I don't have enough. I've only got one Mater variant at the moment. That's the Cars 2 Mater. So if you like that video, let me know, and I'll be sure to make more in the future and try and collect more variants. Because this isn't much. There should be probably seeing off each of the set. There should probably 15 Lightning McQueens here, not 5. So yeah, I'll make sure to collect more. But for now, I think that's all I've got to say. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.